Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into win.
And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a first and 10 at the 18. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Right there, 54.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. This will be caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
20! 54! Right, 54! Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up!
And they will run it with Michel. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
You better be. Bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang.
Michel going to try again. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now a draw play for Gurley. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Touch the outlaw. Okay.
They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Chambers. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. This is caught inside the 15. That one good for 37 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Gurley. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Todd Gurley. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Hey, here we go. 180. 54. Right, 54. What's that? Get up. Get up. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. What's that? What's that?
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it's caught by Parker. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 49.
Frank. No gain on this defense. No gain. Watch the lefty, lefty. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Dolphins 3.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Wentz to throw. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
For a right side here, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 14. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. On the ground, Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Here we go, Pac-Man. Waiting. 54. Man, I got you. You go.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Michel on an island by himself in the backfield, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. They'll try to run it in. Michel. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Check, ready. Pittsburgh, 50 seconds to run. Focus, defense, focus.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, Stab. Hey, empty.
On play action, Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Mike 5-4. 5-2. Out here. What we got? Right there.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
37-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
I got you.
Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Second down and inches. Campbell making the catch. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Gurley. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Paris Campbell, his 6th touchdown of the season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side. No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis? Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a... And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears. Hey, 57, 57. Whip. Watch the whip. Deuce.
Shotgun now for Wentz. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Wentz now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Right there, 56. You're not ready.
From the red zone now, Wentz. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
He was covered by Kevin Byard.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Get that 6-6. Pull it high.
Wentz now to throw. He's going to air one out. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike 22, Mike 22.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Maurice Hurst gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down and then some. 36 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Gurley with a little bit of an opening there as he's able to get 5 on 1st down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Wentz. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Wentz. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. They'll run on first down. Michelle. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Wentz finding Knox there, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
They're going to look to throw. Going up top. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
That one goes for 24 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. A give to Michelle running right. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Check 43. Out. Sunday. 54 much.
Wentz going to throw. And get that to Michelle, complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Charger drive about to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because...
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mark Andrews. His third touchdown now on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
To throw, it's Wentz. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Like 20, Trey 15, Trey 15. Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Dolphins on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, Wentz. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Ed Oliver make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Spot. Go. No. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Hey, Ford, Tokyo. Not to that. Small. 22, Mike 22. Bring it to him.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Mike Gesicki there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like that memory was a little too long there.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
2nd and 4. Dumps it off to Gurley. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Campbell making the catch. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
A run with Gurley there on 1st down, going to get about 4 yards. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Going jet sweep. Here's Campbell. They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That was a good, strong run for a 1st down, and they are just dominating right now on this drive. They've stayed on the field, which consequently means the opposition's offense can't get out there and score any points.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The one running back is Gurley. And he'll get it up the middle. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And this one is right through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because...